Hey guys, today is Saturday morning, May 25th, and we're going to do something special today. So not only do I want to give you an update on the greenhouse, but I kind of want to show you how everything works in there. I want to show you how I water everything, and then today we're going to do a treatment of some calcium, some wood ash, and some potassium feeding for the fig trees because they've all got fruit on them pretty much, and so I'd like to feed them so that they give us the best tasting fruit, and so we're going to do a mixture in this bucket. I've got some wood ash in here. This is my water pump. So, and we've got it also extending out here and connected to a drip line system for my garden bed and for the fig trees that I pulled out of the greenhouse, just a few, so that I can have room to walk around in there. And I wanted to give them an opportunity to get their moment in the sun. I feel like everything's being crowded out. And so I thought this would be the best idea. These guys are pretty much, I don't know, behind. Like they might have double bumps on them and some don't. And so I thought, let me get those out of the greenhouse. I'd rather keep the really high producers in there for right now. And then maybe when those are in when I'm actually picking fruit and maybe they're done, I can stick these back in because these will probably be late into the winter. Let me show you an update on, don't know if any of you guys watched, but I bought the grafting tool and I grafted. Like this is my Montserrat Pons Frankenfig. So this is Princessa. Princessa is successful, yay! This one was De La Roca. De La Roca, we got branches and leaves. So let's see what else. That one failed, but here's another Princessa. Oh, there it is. Princessa is, it's not focusing in. Sorry guys, let me come from here. Let's see. Will that work? No, it's not working. Anyway, so the grafts are doing really well. Here's another guy. What was this one? Oh, Cavalieri. Cavalieri is doing awesome. And I didn't pay too much attention to taking off any of the branches. You see that? That were growing off of the main tree trunk. I didn't pay much attention to it, and it's still branched out. Did I possibly lose some grafts because of that? Maybe. I don't know. This is Nuestra Senora del Carmen. It looks like it's budding out big time. Or swelling up. And so I expect that to pop through any minute, any day. I kind of don't know what this one is, but that one is swelling as well. This one, nothing so far. But the grafting tool works really well, but I have a feeling that maybe I think I would have much more success if I were to if I were to graft shorter pieces because the incision is so short. Yeah, it makes a lot of contact, but it's such a short connection that maybe I should do a short, like I think this might require too much energy to be pulled where that incision, is not capable of possible. So I'm going to try that next time, or if you guys want to try that, and let me know. But it's been pretty successful. Here's the greenhouse from the back. And I don't know if you can see those brevas, but I've got a ton of brevas. This is the Italian honey. God, it takes forever for them to ripen. Like, they get big and then they just sit there at that size forever. This is my Spadafora. It's full of main crop. And then there's a breva in there. Let's see if yeah, there it is. That's the breva. Again, taking forever. So I know I was telling you guys how those two vents on this side and the other side, they open up automatically based on the temperature inside the greenhouse. It's only about in the 60s right now, but that vent is open, so chances are, I know the temperature inside here is probably over 80, maybe approaching 90, and they're getting enormous. They're just like gangbusters growing in here. That's my Calderona. It's looking amazing. I decorated a little bit for Mother's Day. All right, so what we're going to do right now is, so let me show you how I water these guys. I've got them all on a drip system, and I haven't perfected it yet because some of the drippers are not getting anything. So I got to figure out what to do about those or how to fix them, do some troubleshooting. But here's what it looks like inside. This is Golden Rainbow. Golden Rainbow is touching the ceiling. It's crazy. Look at this. It's insane. I did a lot of thinning of branches yesterday. Yesterday I sort of did this design in here so that we can actually walk through. You see? I mean, you still get leaves in the face, but it's a lot more walking room. I want to show you guys the LSU Hollier. This is as high as I had it, like I pruned it. I cut them up to there. And then this is how much growth it's experienced in here. You believe this? Look at this. The other one, that guy right there, that's green Ishia. I mean, they love it in here. If you live in a cold climate, I'm telling you, you gotta get a greenhouse if you want to grow stuff like this. Could be any kind of greenhouse, just give them some heat and some consistency. That's all. I think our issue is we don't have consistency. Like, we might get an 90-degree day and then the nighttime temperature will drop down to 20. And so for them to be in a place where you can control just those aspects of it. The other day we had a hailstorm. I mean, like all my friends' fig trees are leafed out. And then we got a hailstorm and they decimated poor Antonio's fig collection. Decimated it. It was terrible. He was like, it looks like somebody took a Tommy gun to them. Anyway, so let's get back to this. Here's my water pump. It draws water from the pond, and you can see the growth, right? So it's been incredible for them. We get algae all over it all the time, which is an indicator of high phosphorus, I believe. We get algae in there all the time. We took it apart to clean out the filter yesterday, and then it stopped working because I think there is a, oh gosh, I forgot the component's name. Anyway, we messed it up, so we're not going to clean it out anymore, FYI, guys. If you're going to do this, be careful about cleaning out the filter, because there is a component within the tank that like got triggered or set itself off, and my husband had to take it apart, and thank goodness he's super handy. But here's the on-off switch. It plugs into electricity, which we still need to draw here. And then we've got a connector that also takes it outside, and a hose unit, which I'm going to use right now. And let's turn it on so you guys see and hear what it's like. It takes like a few seconds, a few good seconds. And again, because it got messed up yesterday, it's taking a little bit longer to catch and pull the water, but if you just stay patient with me for just a second. Oh, you know what? We've got this valve off, so let me turn this on so that we can see in here. And it has enough pressure to water both the outside and the inside here. Come on, water. So totally normal. But once it gets going, like before we cleaned out that filter, you turn it on, it comes on in like 2 seconds. Here it comes. Oh my gosh, I didn't put one in here. I better get one in there. But there it is. Okay, and then we'll go to the outside. I'll turn off this valve right here. Okay, and then we'll go to the outside one. I need to fill my tank, or sorry, the bucket that has the wood ash in it. Here's the garden. So this is all being fed from the pond. I couldn't have asked for more. Oh man. And I've got a drip system into all the fig trees over there too. So, yep, all I needed it for, I don't mind, I'll leave it on for them. I just need to fill this bucket of wood ash. So I watched the Viking Gardener, and it was through his videos that inspired me to start all this organic type fertilizing. And so his fruiting fertilizer requires that we put the potassium mixture in with wood ash, because I believe it helps the uptake. It helps on the uptake side. And so this is a 5-gallon bucket. I've got a little over 5 cups of wood ash in here. And it's going to take me about 3 of these buckets to feed all of the fig trees. And what I'll do is, I'm not going to put new wood ash in here. I'm just going to fill the bucket up again, because all the ash like sort of stays at the bottom, or the chunks. Wow, that filled up fast, didn't it? So look at the great pressure we're getting from that pump. And we even put there's a pressure control on there so that it doesn't pull too much, so that the hoses can handle it. So let me turn that off. This is the only pain in the butt part, is going in and out, but now you get why, you know, I wanted to make this walkway easier. I want that pump to be easier to get to in these summer months, because I'm going to need it. All right, so I'm going to put you guys on pause and then reconnect again up at the house, and I'll show you how I made I'll show you my potassium fertilizer and my calcium fertilizer. Okay guys, here's my potassium fertilizer. It's made of whole, really ripened bananas and molasses, and the Jadam, oh gosh, what's that called? It is the, I forgot the name, but it's the fertilizer that is made with rice water. Like when you rinse rice out, it's that water with, and then you put milk into it, and then it ferments. Oh gosh, I can't, it's L something. Anyway, so you let it sit and ferment, and this has been fermenting for like probably over a month, and you mix it every other day, and it gets completely dissolved like that. Everything completely breaks down, and what you're supposed to use is 1 ounce per gallon, but because I'm feeding trees and not plants, I'm measuring about 2 ounces per gallon. And so that was about 17 of these I need. I'm going to figure that I'll try to use 2 buckets, and so I need 20. So that was 17, 18, 19, 20, because that bucket holds 5 gallons, and so 10 of these per those buckets. So figure 2 of those. And I don't like to waste this, so what I do is, let's turn on the water. And I'm on a well system, so no chlorine, which is awesome. Okay. My sink is in real bad shape, please excuse me. Okay. So what I do is I mixed it before I started taking that stuff out. So we're going to put the cover back on. Put it back here. Now this is my calcium extract, and all I did with this was I had about 20,000 eggshells that I grounded up, give or take 1,000, and I put it in vinegar, just regular white vinegar, and it's supposed to have dissolved by this time. It's been over a month also. So by this time, all these eggshells should have been dissolved, and they're not, because chances are, what I'm assuming is happening here is that I don't have enough vinegar in here to dissolve them all. So, you know, like you can only put so much salt into a mixture before the salt, doesn't dissolve anymore. It can only take so much. Same idea here is my assumption. So again, now because I used so many eggshells, there is a super high concentration of calcium in here, and because it's been sitting for so long, there's a super high concentration of calcium. Even with that, I'm assuming at some point it will stop, because it can only extract so much with the power of the vinegar that's in it. And the acidity of the vinegar goes more towards alkaline, when you do mix it with these eggshells. So you don't have to worry about the soil being too acidic after this. It is, I'm not sure what the acidity or the pH reading is on this, but I've done it before, and I'm just going to use 1 per gallon in this case, because it has super high concentration of calcium in here. And calcium, I read that it is really great for cell health of your plants and for fruit taste. It's got a big responsibility in fruit taste. So that was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, was I gonna go? Yeah, 9, 10, 1 per gallon. So we'll have 10 gallons of that bucket. So I'm just going to mix this, and then I'll pour half of it in one bucket and then the other half in that bucket when I'm ready for the second mixture. Anyway, so that's what I read about calcium. And that was, so I've been doing that. And I believe that I'm going to do a calcium drench for my roses. I'm going to show you guys the problem I have with my roses later. Oh, and it also controls pests. So if your plant is having a pest problem, calcium. So let me shut this off, and then we'll pick it back up by the greenhouse. Okay guys, we're back at the bucket, and we've got a full 4 cups in here. So I'm going to pour in 2 cups. Let's put it on something. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, and then we'll take this bucket inside and get to working. All right guys, so we're in the greenhouse, and so I've got a bit of carbon in here, which I don't think there's anything wrong with it going into your trees. I've read a lot of great things about carbon. How much am I putting in here? For these larger 10-gallon pots, you know, I'll fill it up with the 4 cups and feed them. This is my Italian 258. For this guy, Coldedon Mutante, I'm just doing like probably half of that container. So give or take. Here's my Smith number 1. This is my first Smith ever. If you guys want to get an idea of what's going on here, this is the I-258. We've got a Breba here, and then there's main crop. This is the branch that's doing the best so far, but Italian 258, even last year, ouch, it is a little bit slow to fruit, but then it fills up. And this one is Colonel Littman's Black Cross. This too has like a branch or two that have Breba on, have main crop on them. And then the rest are slow to form, but then they typically start fruiting. It typically starts fruiting late summer. It'll fill up. The CDD Mutant, I believe it's still at the double bump stage. I don't see any little figlets on it just yet, but they are, like every node is double bumps. The Golden Rainbow is growing insane. So same with Nixon's Peace, like all these honey ones, they're growing like whatever the whatever I'm feeding them, it is really, they're in growth mode. Grow, 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 grow. And their branches are insanely thick. Like, look at this. Really? Like my finger, if you won't be able to see it behind it. Anyway, Nixon's piece. So they've got double bumps, but they're really focused on growing and growing and growing to the ceiling. What? Oh, Constantine de Algiers. Woohoo! Hallelujah. Maybe I'll get one and try it early. Constantine de Algiers, it's got a ton of little figlets. That's awesome, right? We've got something. Panache, wait, this is Panache, sorry. Panache has got, those were the little bumps for the Panache. But this here is Constantine de Algiers, and I'm guessing that's going to be another, is it going to be a fig? We'll see. Panache, yeah, we're doing good. Doing great. Got that from MJ Figs. Peter's Honey, loaded. Loaded with main crop. So let's see if it ripens them earlier than last year this time. Craven's Craving, loaded, loaded, loaded. So if you guys were, oh, I need to tie this guy up. If you guys were wondering, like, hey, are you going to get any figs by not fertilizing, you know, the regular way like you used to? I'm really not concerned. I mean, the growth is insane to me. The fig production is insane to me. So can you do it with figs? Like we've seen these guys do it with other plants, right? In gardening. But can it be done with figs? Heck yeah. Here's Black Bethlehem. Here's Black Bethlehem. So it is giving me figs, even with, you know, zero cost fertilizer, stuff from your house, stuff that you're composting, feeding them from the ponds. I'm getting a ton of figs everywhere. And I showed you the ones that I took outside, the ones that are kind of on the slower side. But everything else is insane. Here's Texas Peach. Here is this guy, Silly Dolce. Full figs. Nicodem Haven. I'm surprised Nicodem Haven has not given me, well, it's got fruits forming. But last year it seemed to give me figs real fast. Like it was the first year that I had propagated it from cutting, and it gave me figs the very first year. And this year, so I up-potted it into a 7-gallon. And it's a little bit slow to get fruits, but I don't care. I got a greenhouse now. Take all the time you want. This guy, what's this guy? Texas BA. Texas BA has figlets. Did you see it? Yeah. Celeste has figs. Spataphora is full of figs. Oh, check this out. Pastilier. So this will be a good test. This is Pastilier. I got this last year from Raintree. I told you it had a couple of figs on it, and it held them for the most part until I knocked one off as I was walking, or as I was moving it about. And it was ripening. Like, it needed a few more days, but shoot. And that was the first year I got it from Rain Tree Nursery. So I'm excited to see how it does this year when I'm not going to really touch it. Let's see if it'll hold on to those figs, ripen them really well. And I'm excited to report back to you guys. St. Rita, busting them out. Like everything. Everything. The only thing that is not doing so well, which is so shocking to me, is the Ronde Bordeaux. And I did heavily prune that. And so pretty certain that that's why it's a little bit lackluster in production this year. So I'm not going to hold it against it. What is this guy? Oh, this is White Madeira. White Madeira is chock full. Okay, this is Casseriani. Casseriani, I might pull Casseriani out because it's hidden in here. Does it have any even double bumps? It's the first year from cutting Casseriani. So I don't see any double bumps. I might bring it outside just to harden it off a bit more and give it like its own space, you know? And I showed you the Holliers, both of them are insane. Insane. That back there, I think, yeah, that's the green eye shea. Here's green eye shea. Green eye shea, I got nothing from it last year. And this year it's doing insane. It's the third year I've got it. Strawberry Verite, same thing. We're getting figs this year from Strawberry Verite, so that's going to be exciting to taste. Here's the other Hollier. Hollier is incredible, guys. They're right. I can't wait to taste it, but so far productivity, crazy. Oh, my Black Madeira. Look, guys, I get to taste Black Madeira this year. This is Madeira Island Black. So this is rootstock. This is my Franken fig number 2. These are the types of figs that grow on it, but it never holds on to them. I think it's probably a Smyrna. This is going to be the third year I have it, so it's the true test. Will it hold on to them? Otherwise, I'm going to assume it's a Smyrna. This is the leaf pattern. It is super productive. That's why I used it as a rootstock for a Franken fig. And then this is my Figo Preto. See, look at all this crowding in here. A Figo Preto is full of double bumps. I don't see any figlets, do I? There might be a branch that has figlets on it. Oh my God, Smith, we've got Abreba still hanging on right there. Hey, is that turning color? Yeah, I think it's colorizing. Oh, I think, yeah, and then it's full of main crop. And then this guy, Calderona's got figs. And they're a nice big fat size. Here's the view from down under. Yeah, so very exciting stuff. So I'm going to continue with the feeding of the potassium, and then we'll come back and what am I going to show you guys? I was going to show you something else. Yeah, maybe my roses. Oh, Socorro Black. Socorro Black is busting with figs too. I didn't know it was this productive. And if it's not this productive normally, guys, I don't know, you tell me in the comments. If it's not usually this productive, I'm gonna say it's this natural regimen of fertilizer. But look at so insane. I love it. I'm just so happy that I didn't, you know, it wasn't like a negative to do it this way, to fertilize them and feed them this way. That's all. I was just stressing about, am I doing the right thing? I don't want to miss out on getting figs again or kill them. But as you can see, a live test right here, they're doing awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. Okay, guys, one last experiment with the calcium extract. I'm having trouble with pests on my rose plants and on my strawberry plants. So here I've got a 2-gallon bucket of water, and I'm going to put 1 ounce per gallon of this calcium extract into the bucket of water, and we're going to go, and you could put this on the leaves, and you can, you know, just pour it onto the base of the plant as well. So I'll meet you guys outside, and we're going to see if we can use this mixture to get rid of those gosh darn caterpillar types that are eating all my rose plant leaves and all my strawberry plant leaves. It's just insane. Okay, so we're at one of my rose plants, and I know that there are those flies that lay their eggs on the leaves, and then those eggs turn into these caterpillars that eat the leaves, and I just have the most trouble with those gosh darn caterpillars eating all my roses. I don't know anyone else that has this problem as badly as I do. Like, I go to the Costco parking lot, and they've stuck a bunch of roses in their parking lot, median areas, and I'm always looking at their leaves and other people's leaves, and I never see this. It's always only on my roses that I see it. I know a lot of you guys have this problem too. Here they are. Let's see if it'll focus in. Do you guys see it? It's right there. Okay, that's one set. Here's a ginormous one. Let's see if it'll focus. There it is. You see them? So supposedly calcium gets rid of pests. It goes into the leaves right away, and hopefully they don't like them. I mean, typically if you use too much calcium, it comes out from the leaves. That's how it extracts itself from the plant. So I didn't really use enough to do that, but you know, we'll see. Maybe it'll help. So I'm just going to pour it right into the base of it. And the same thing with my, I've tried everything, by the way. I've tried neem oil. I've tried the eradicating sprays. Nothing solves this. And then they start eating the flowers, you know, like the buds of the roses, and then the roses come out all wonky and gross, and I'm just desperate to find a solution at this point. So we're gonna give this a try, and if this doesn't work, no more roses. Let's go to the other one. Sorry guys. All right. Wish I had 3 hands. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, here's my other one. Oh, I gave him, again, neem oil last night. Like, every week I do the neem oil treatment at night, and it doesn't help. So, we'll see if this does. My strawberry plants were shocking, though. I've never seen that before. I've never seen these little critters attack strawberry plants, but You see, like, that bud is probably dead. And then this one will come out all wonky because I know something's been attacking it. But let's head back down to where the garden is. My husband is trimming all the trees that are in the way. Let's not get him in the video. He doesn't like publicity. All right. Ow, 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 ow. All right, let me give you guys a nice visual. And I hope I don't drop my phone in the water. I gotta do this better. Okay. Sorry, everybody. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Have they grown? Yeah. In the last month, they've grown tremendously. Like I said, I've had to take a lot of them out. Oops, I forgot to give this one the feeding of the potassium. And I didn't give the potassium to any of these guys either. But here's my strawberry plant. I took all the leaves off yesterday and stomped on them because each leaf had like 4 of these. You see that damn thing? Darn thing. What is that? Freaking caterpillar. I don't know what kind of caterpillar it is. Well, let's see what happens if I pour some of this eggshell stuff on it. It's in a pool of eggshell water now. So yeah, you could use this as a foliar spray. And it soaks it right in. Seems to be doing just fine, that silly caterpillar. See? Does anybody know what that is? I mean, maybe it's a moth of some kind, but I've never seen it attack strawberry leaves. Have you guys? Let me know in the comments. And if you guys have a better solution for the roses, please let me know. What do you guys do? I mean, everybody else's roses are so much healthier than mine. I just don't get it. It's killing me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll give you an update in the next video if this was any help at all. But this guy's looking for someplace to go. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching.